Hello, this is another personal video reminder that I thought I should share with you guys about building BootCD, livecd with Visual Studio and GCC, and also Visual Studio solutions. So you just download and install Raspberry following a certain folder structure, download Visual Studio with C++, then download the latest code, either wherever, and run some scripts or use the command line. So let's just get to this. The correct version of Raspberry is in wiki getting the build environment. That's what I know. You just click this to download. Unix version is just below. Okay, Raspberry. I already have it downloaded, so okay. So what's with the folder structure? We will need that for the scripts. So first we create a main folder, and I already have one, projects ReactOS. And the thing is, in this main folder you will want to have a folder for Raspberry, a folder for the source code, and a folder for the compiled code. So this is for Raspberry, and I'm going to write it down. Next, then just choose create a folder for source code. Can speak right. You might need this free. Yeah, while that is going, you just download the Visual Studio 2015 Community Free Edition. And we already have that here. Is this done? Okay, finished. So Visual Studio Community Edition will prompt typical and custom installation. Just choose custom, and then you must include, since I already have it, it shows that you must include this. Okay, so Visual C++, because we need the stuff in there. Okay, when that is done, you can go to the next step and open up Raspberry and download the latest code. Just go to the desktop, run this registry editor, and then the ReactOS environment. Just go into your source folder, so you would download the source files there, and do ssvn create. Yeah, I already have it, so I'm not going to do it. Or update if you want to update your the source code there. Anyway, you also have status if you want to know if you are up to date or not. Okay, so since I already have the code, I'm not going to use ssvn create anymore, and go straight to downloading and running the scripts, which you get from this. I'll paste this for you guys to better see it. Yeah, this is from one of the ReactOS developers, and this also imposes the structure that I told you about. It says that the name of the source folder doesn't matter, but that the main folder shouldn't have spaces in its name. Okay, and that you should put the scripts inside the source folder. That's about it. So you just go to this link, you download the zip, and this will just contain the files that I already put in source. So it's just these. Okay, that's about it, the ones. Okay, so this builds a BootCD with GCC, livecd with GCC, BootCD with Visual Studio, livecd with Visual Studio, and also make solutions. Small note, you built with Visual Studio 2015 with this one, right? And if you open it up with whatever editor, Notepad, let's say, this is what says that it uses version Visual Studio 2015. If you want to use Visual Studio 2012, for example, you would put 11 here. Yeah, 11 for 2012. Or you can just copy this and create a new file with that change. Oh, jeez. Okay. So I already have this. You just, let's see, just run, let's say, this one. And then you'll have this output, just this one. Inside, in ReactOS, you can find the BootCD and this important folder for Windbag for debugging. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, also how to use the command line. This is quite simple. If you want to use GCC, you open up Raspberry from the desktop. If you want to use Visual Studio to compile, you just use Visual Studio. This command would do well. And you just go to the build folder like it says here. Then you have to input all the full path to source and then /configure. And when that is done, you use these two. So I don't know if I should still go ahead with it. I'll just show you the output that this gives. It's just host these two folders, host tools and ReactOS. Let's just make sure you know how to do the first two steps. So for anyone that is new to this, using tab to scroll and autocomplete. Okay, and build. Yeah, that should do it. So going to take what I just wrote and do configure, and then go back and delete this cd command, and see it starts all this again. And then just do these other two, and when this is finished, you'll have your BootCD there. You can also use livecd instead of BootCD here and stuff like that. Actually, you have quite the same procedures here. Make files, something like that, cd host. Yeah, so for those who don't know, just for the noobs, cd host tools and Ninja is the same with what I just shown you here. It just saves you, this saves you the trouble of changing folders. Okay, so I think I've covered all that there could have been. If you have any questions or comments or questions, you can just write them down in the comment section.